All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our final GNH Senior Spotlight and All-Star celebration. And we have with us the offensive line and the tight ends here today. And this is just a 14-7 victory over the Holy Cross Crusaders. You guys as an offensive line, not only today but all season long, have done a great job. And I just want you to go through, I got all your names here, but let's just go through. You guys say who you are, what position you play. I see you're all in order, so it's very good to do that. I like that, Owen, to get people set up. But let's just go through the introductions, and then we'll go through.
I'm Wesley Allen. I'm a tight end.
Pass it along.
I'm Carson Riva. I'm a left tackle.
All right.
I'm Owen Stimson. I'm the left guard.
Nick Mambrino. I'm the center.
Jackson Hafner, right guard.
Luke Kester, right tackle.
Eston Ryan, tight end.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. And as Billy said, you guys did a phenomenal job, not only today, but really the whole season. This line has really kind of gelled as the season has gone along, and it provided more running room for your backs and protection for the quarterback when he wants to roll out or throw. But today, you guys had a pretty big size disadvantage against Holy Cross. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about how you guys defeated the big beef on the Crusaders? They had some big boys out there. So who wants to start?
Yeah, so we knew coming out into this game that Holy Cross was going to have bigger people, stronger guys. They're coming, they're older, they're partially private, so they're breeding different. We know up at the practice field, though, we are smaller, so we got to be quicker, we got to be faster, beat them off the ball, and so that helped us a lot today and carried us out into a win, so yeah.
Owen?
I mean, ever since I've been on this team, I think every single team we've played has been bigger than us. But, I mean, we just rely on our speed a lot, so it's pretty much it. I mean, speed wins games on the line.
And Owen, I just got a question. You're the only returning lineman on there. So talk a little bit about how these guys have stepped up. Man, we've all seen it from the beginning, where it took a little bit of time, with that Ansonia game, but to today. So just talk a little bit about that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was in that same position last year. And it just takes a little bit. And, I mean, everything's clicking good right now. I mean, we've been working on it in practice. They've been great, asking questions, everything. And, Jackson, Mambrino, all of them in the system. Luke and Riva are new. Riva's a freshman. But, I mean, he's getting the hang of it, and everything's going well.
Cool. Carson, give us a little talk about being a freshman on that offensive line.
It's tough. It took a quick minute to learn it. The nerves before Ansonia weren't great.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a lot.
Tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and then let's hear from big Nick Mambrino.
Face Nick
taking over at center this year.
It's it's kind of what Stim said. I mean, every team's bigger than us all the time, so we do what we got to do. We make it work, and we figure it out. Always.
Kester, let's hear from you too.
I mean, ever since the start of the season, every team we've played has had bigger linemen than us. You just got to use the momentum.
How have you progressed, from starting out your first game to today? What do you think's been the biggest difference?
I think definitely understanding the plays, because at the start of the season, I'd have a lot of errors and stuff, but I've definitely improved on that.
All right, now let's talk about what Coach Salius gives to you guys in order to prepare for every game. Who wants to take that?
I mean, I could start on this one. He had every single game of their film. I mean, he watches film every second of the day, getting all their formations and plays down, and then he just jams it into us during the week.
I mean, I've always said this, I think Big Sal, or Coach Sal, is the smartest coach in the state. I mean, he knows everything. He studies. He's committed. He loves football, and he kind of just breathes that down into us and helps us with film. And before the game, he makes sure we knows every single play. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what Stim just said again, but no, I've never had a coach as much dedicated as Big Sal is to this game. He knows everything. He doesn't need to look at any papers, nothing. He's every day tonight looking at film, and then he's immediately sending us texts all day, and then he'll run it up at the practice field. So it's constant, it's consistent, and that's what gets us wins. So having a coach like that really helps.
So to me, it's two things: his preparation is better than anybody, and his motivation to get people.
For sure,
This
yeah.
is what we see. Mike's been doing this
Yeah.
for almost 20 years, and our lines have always been smaller, than every other line. But he's always gets the people to give the best and to play their best and make the plays.
For sure, yeah.
So let's hear from the tight ends now. Today, Eston Ryan, tell us a little bit about yourself and what's it like to play tight end.
It's definitely tough, especially since it's my first year playing and I just got thrown up here. So it's getting constantly beat on and trying to figure it all out. But like they said, Big Sal's always watching film. He's always telling us how to get better, and I think that helped out a lot. Him, and then they all push me to get me to be better. Stim especially during practice.
And Eston, give me the microphone here for just a minute. I understand that you had a little bit of a change of pace on the defensive side today. You're playing a little bit of defensive line for this game, a special edition. So talk to the audience about how you had to get prepared on short order to play defensive line this week.
Well, basically, I was just told that I'm being D-line because I'm big and their quarterback's small, and I can just swat balls. But really, Mashad, and then even all the other D linemen, they helped me out this week. They were all telling me, Baby Sal, and all of the defensive coaches, they all pushed me and were really trying to get me ready for this. So.
Well, it's sure worked pretty well. You held a pretty high-powered Holy Cross team to only 7 points. So kudos to you guys both on offense and defense. And just echoing what some of you guys said about the preparation that Coach Salius has for you, we heard a little story on the way over here today about Coach Jones getting a text or an email at midnight last night from Coach Sal about some extra preparation for today's game. So we know he's always he put a lot of extra effort into this game because he knew if you guys won that it would basically pretty much punch your ticket if you win on Thanksgiving Eve to the playoffs. And if you do that, it would be the third consecutive year in the playoffs. Never been done in the history of the GNH program before. So I'm going to toss this over to you, Billy.
Our last one, we want to hear from Wes Allen. And Wes, I don't know if you know, we're actually related. My wife is is cousins with your mom. So, hey, cuz, how you doing? So let's just hear a little bit about you, Wes.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it's kind of sometimes it's tough being on the line because I'm long and lanky, and some of the cornerbacks outweigh me. But other than that, the big thing that we utilize is just me and Carson. We just double team a lot. That helps. And my teammates always push me. So.
Cool. All right. Well, congratulations, guys. Congratulations on that win. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks, and then we'll see you in the playoffs. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Owen.
Thanks, guys. All right. So that's it. The score is still up there, though,
Still
Mike.
up
And
there,
why don't
that's
you
right.
take us out?
All right. Well, once again, the final score today, a big victory for GNH, 14-7 over Holy Cross in the first ever meeting between the two schools. And it really was a culmination of a lot of hard work for this GNH coaching staff and players. They put a lot of effort into this game because they knew if they were able to get the victory, it would really greatly improve their playoff chances. And now at 5-4, if they can win on Thanksgiving Eve, it would almost certainly guarantee a position in the Class SS playoffs this year. And if that was the case, it would be the third consecutive year. Never been done in the history of the program. So, but on behalf of our cameraman Tim Wheeler and my colleague Bill Richmond, we also had Patsy DeMauro up in the booth with us today. We want to say thank you for tuning in. My name is Mike Kurtz. We're signing off here from Van Wy Field. Once again, the happy recap, 14-7 in favor of GNH over Holy Cross, and we hope to see you out at the field in the future. Thanks and have a good evening.